We are cooking this filling on high heat, so heat your pan and add in 2 tablespoons of normal cooking oil, which is sunflower or vegetable oil. Once your oil is hot, add in 500 grams of mutton mince, 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste, and 1 teaspoon of salt or salt to taste. Now give this a good mix. So cook it for 6 to 8 minutes and mix and break it down into smaller pieces every 2 minutes interval. As the mince is cooking, you will notice the water that's being released from the mince. This will dry up in 6 to 8 minutes. After 6 minutes of cooking, you can now see that all the water have dried up and I'm left with the little oil that I put in and the fat that was released from the mince. Now add in 2 green chilies finely sliced and 1 tablespoon of mixed masala. The recipe for the mixed masala will be in the description box below. Give this a good mix. Once you've mixed it well, add in 1 medium onion finely chopped. Give this a good mix. And allow this to cook for 4 minutes, mixing every 2 minutes interval. The mince that I've used here is mutton mince, which we get from lamb, sheep or goat. If you do not prefer mutton mince, you can always use ground beef mince. It is just as good. After 4 minutes, the onions is now done and you can see it's transparent. So now we're going to garnish the filling with the greens. And remember, the greens is not only for garnishing, it adds a lot of flavor to your filling. 1 bunch of coriander or dhania finely chopped. 10 mint leaves finely chopped. And 3 stems of spring onion finely sliced. Remember, these are all the greens that add a huge amount of flavor to your filling. Now you can switch off your stove and give this a good mix. Once you've given it a good mix, the filling is now ready. And there you have it, guys. You can have a look at the beautiful mince and onion filling for our spring rolls. Now we can remove this from the stove, set it aside and allow it to cool down and move on to the pastry making. In a bowl, add in 2 cups of cake wheat flour or all-purpose wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 heaped tablespoon of corn flour, 3 tablespoons of normal cooking oil, and 650 milliliters of normal tap water. Now use your whisk and whisk it well. Once your batter is formed, make sure you get a nice smooth flow consistency batter. Now that the batter is nice and smooth with no lumps, we can start toasting. When toasting, a non-stick pan is recommended. Heat your pan on high heat. When your pan is nice and hot, drop your heat to low and add in your batter. When you add the batter, start turning your pan around like this to spread out the batter. Now allow it to toast for 1 minute. Now after 1 minute, turn it over and toast for a further 1 minute. Simply overlap it like this and use your fingers and quickly turn it over. So after the final minute, the toasting is done. So the toasting time for the batter is just 2 minutes, and the end result is this beautiful spring roll wrapper. Once you're done toasting each one, keep it covered with a dry cloth. Now let's toast one more. Heat your pan on high heat again. When your pan is nice and hot, drop your heat to low. Add in your batter. When you add in your batter, start turning your pan as quick as you can around to spread out the batter. And now we'll allow it to toast for 1 minute. After 1 minute, turn it over and toast it for a further 1 minute. And after the final minute, the pastry is ready. Now that all the wrappers are done, let's make the onions and mince spring rolls. Add 2 tablespoons of plain flour in a bowl. Now add normal tap water and form a nice thick paste. This will be the glue we will be using to stick the spring rolls. Rolling a spring roll is very simple. First, add in your filling. Spread your filling out long like a cylinder. Now lift it up and go over your filling and pull it back and tuck it in underneath so your filling sits in nice and tight, and just give it one roll forward, and now we have formed a nice long tight pocket. The next step is overlap both the ends like this. Now roll it forward one time. And now we can apply the glue. And now simply roll it forward and complete the rolling. So there you have it, guys. From a simple batter to a quick toasting wrapper to a perfect spring roll. Now that all the spring rolls are made, fry them on medium heat until it turns golden brown in color. Now for the taste. Once it cools down a bit, my junior master chefs will do this job. They specialize in tasting and eating, not cooking. Let's look inside. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, how's now your turn? Let's look inside. Lovely, 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 lovely. So how does it taste, girls?
Yummy! Yummy! So tasty!
Is it crispy?
Very, very crispy. And lovely. I don't want to chocolate and eat them.
So there you have it, guys. The chefs have spoken. They simply love it, and they say it's absolutely tasty, and the wrappers are absolutely crunchy and scrumptious. So follow my step-by-step tutorial and you can make these scrumptious spring rolls. Please like, share and subscribe. Until my next video, be safe and peace out.